The distance is 1 mile. Now in track and field, 1 mile is 4 laps around a track. And the year is 2018, specifically May, spring. And at this time of year, I'm running a race, and this is down in Tucson, Arizona, at U of A. I'm competing for ASU, and as the race is finishing, we have about 100 meters to go, and I'm turning the final bend, and everyone else is already finished. Now, myself, I have about 100 meters to go, and as I cross the finish line, everyone is clapping me down. And usually, if you are running a race, when people are clapping for you, it's often sympathy. You know, you're the last guy, congratulations, you've now finished. And that was really unfortunate for me because I'd never gotten last before, and I crossed the finish line and I ran 4:42. Now 4:42 for the mile is not particularly good, at least at the collegiate level. And considering I had run 23 seconds faster in high school, and that was even slower than I ran in junior high school. So at this time, it was very disappointing for me to not only get last, but run extremely slow and get blown out by the competition. Now, we're going to move forward. After this race, you know, my coach was very disappointed in me. He even wanted to cut me from the team. He thought that I wasn't very focused and I didn't really give it my all. However, at the time, I wasn't really ready for the race. Now, how did I get to this race? Well, leading up to the race, this whole year was plagued with injuries and just things that held me back. Now, in the fall, previously of that year, I had gotten mono in the fall, and when I had gotten mono, that ruined my entire cross-country season. I couldn't train, I couldn't do anything, I just had to sit out on the sidelines and get better. After I recovered from the mono, I ended up finally being able to train, and this is about December now. I ended up crashing my bike and getting a concussion. And at this time now, what did I have to do? I had to sit out again. I couldn't run, I couldn't participate in any practices, I couldn't even work out per the doctor's orders. And this is really unfortunate. And after the concussion, I finally got better, and a few months later, it was right around my 21st birthday, I'll never forget it, I ran another race. And this was the first race of the outdoor track season. And as I ran this race, after the race, I did okay, but I had some sort of injury, and I noticed it was in my Achilles. And I was limping off the track, and then I spoke to the team doctor and the team athletic trainer, and they told me, yes, after analysis, we think you have some Achilles tendonitis, tendinopathy. And that was really unfortunate as well, because now, after all these struggles, I'd finally gotten better, but here I am sidelined again. Now we're going to move again to my senior year. Fast forward. We had a coaching change. This new coach was a lot better than the other coach. He really believed in all his athletes. Not only did he believe in the athletes, he gave everyone the time of day. He didn't want to cut me, and the greatest thing was he cared about every single athlete on the team. Whether you were the slowest person or the fastest person, the best or the worst, he gave everyone the time of day, and he really committed to his athletes. And that was really important to me, to have a coach that actually believed in me. And when your coach doesn't believe in you and wants to cut you, it really gives you a lack of confidence. And I was by no means indomitable at all. I really wanted to perform at my best. This new coach then trained me the entire year, and after he trained me, I ran the same meet 1 year later. This time, with about 200 meters to go, a half lap, I'm starting to kick. I was a strong finisher. And as I'm kicking, I ended up passing the guy in first place, and I ended up winning the race. And I won the race, I ran a pretty decent time, and it was incredible to me because the year prior I'd gotten last and everyone clapped for me. But this time I actually won the same meet, and that was the only race I had ever won in college. So it was incredible to go from last to first. Thank you.